One question I thought of asking you when reading about this is, how does a white man write for a black man who's talking to black victims?
Oh yeah, I struggled with this for 14 years, and I write about this in the book too. I was very aware of my whiteness in the White House, especially writing for the first black president,
Yeah.
because it's your job to get into his head as a speechwriter. And I always say that the most important quality in a speechwriter, beyond being able to string a sentence together, is a sense of empathy. You have to understand your audience. You have to be able to walk around in their shoes a little bit, even if you haven't lived their lives. You have to try to imagine what it's like. But there are limits to that. I've even though the president and I are from Chicago, we're from totally different worlds in Chicago. I'm a North Sider, he's a South Sider, and I'm white, he's black. I've never been profiled. I've never been asked for my ID. I've never had to have the talk with my kids about what you do if a police officer comes. You can imagine all these things, but there really are limits to what you can do. But fortunately, our chief speechwriter, Barack Obama, was a black man who had written a book on this, who'd been spending his entire life thinking about this, and he would guide us through what he wanted to say. That didn't necessarily make it easier when you're sitting alone at your computer trying to figure out what to get him, but he was always the one who could conduct it. It was never just a group of white kids giving him here are our thoughts on race, sir. He was always there to take us somewhere.